Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah. So we're here with Kaitlyn Robrock, who is the current voice of Minnie Mouse, which is awesome. So you talked about it a bit in the panel you did, but could you elaborate more on how you got your first gig in voice acting?
In voice acting, you picked the good one. So many years ago, there was a TV show on Comedy Central called Drawn Together, where all the animated archetypes of characters were in the Big Brother house. And Jess Harnell was in the show. And I had known Jess for several years. So when they had a panel at the San Diego Comic-Con about the direct-to-DVD movie, me and my friends who also knew Jess, we all went to go see the panel to support him. And in the panel, they were saying that they were going to have a contest, and the winner of the contest would be drawn in to the movie as in a background character or a walk-by. And everyone started cheering, and then they additionally said, like, and have a voice line in the movie, like a one-liner. But everyone was cheering, and I thought, like, did everyone hear that? There's another opportunity here. And I've been wanting to do voiceover for years at that point. So I thought, this is a good opportunity. So they were picking people from the audience, and my friends, we were all in the front row, and we just yelled out, "Hey, Jess!" And he saw me waving, like, "It's me, nepotism, can you let me come up?" And he let me come up, and we did the challenge, which wasn't what I thought it was. I thought it would be recreate your favorite moment or do an impression, and it was just how long can you stay handcuffed to the creator in just this chain of people. And it went on for several hours, and I think all of us were like, we didn't think it was going to get this far. And ultimately, since Jess knew me, he told them, like, hey, the voiceover line offer, she can do it. I know her, she's been working hard towards this, let's give her that line, because you know she'll do it fine, and we just draw everybody in the movie. So then we were able to all go home, and they drew all of us into the movie in the audience of a TV show that the main characters are, like, breaking into the studio of. And then I did the one-liner on the movie, and then I did another line, and then I did another line. And that was my very first role. So it's completely thanks to Jess that I got that. And one thing led to another with the creators of that show, the creators of other shows, the people at Adult Swim, and that's how I booked my first show, was Mr. Pickles. So that's where it all came from.
And then I think I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, how did Minnie Mouse come about? How did you get that role? Because that's a pretty big role to get, I would think.
It is. It's a wonderful stewardship to have of these characters, and just to keep that magic and that integrity. So when the time came that they needed another voice to continue on that magic, it was just an audition like any other, and a lot of our ladies around town, we all read for it. And it was the slow process of going through the auditions, having your callbacks, going through an existential crisis, because how long does it take to decide? And I had received my callback, had a wonderful callback, received a second one, and then at the time it was like, all right, we'll head to this location next week. And I thought that was a third callback, like, oh, they know right away, and like we'll just take the next journey to seeing what happens. And then I showed up, and it was the job. And I had called my agent, like, I think I got it. It's the job. Like, oh yeah, sweetie. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I not tell you?
Oh, I forgot to tell you, wow. Your voice of Minnie.
But it happened so fast. Like, there's no time to be nervous. There's no time to second guess or self-doubt. Like, go in there, be authentically you, be authentically her. Remember everything Rusi did and all the feelings she gave you, and just do your thing.
Then one final question. Was there growing up or any time in school, was there a teacher that inspired you?
I'm the worst with names. I really am, so I hope she forgives me. But my teacher in 7th grade, we would have like a little 15-minute class with a teacher before you started your actual classes. I forget what they called it. But that teacher was the most passionate Star Wars fan I knew. She had a room in her house dedicated to all things Star Wars, and I'd never seen Star Wars at that time. So thanks to her, I watched those movies and learned what it was all about. But she was the most open teacher. Everyone loved her. I wanted her to be my teacher for the actual subjects, but I remember her the most out of everybody, and just how much like being a fan can go well into adulthood. Nothing's off limits. So she would be my favorite one. I wish I could remember her name. I feel horrible.
Yeah. There are a bunch of teachers I can't remember their names. Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For taking time out of your day.
You're welcome.